Guten Morgen, Captain.
Yeah, hello.
What will I learn today?
I thought we'd start with some history.
Written by Victor, I'm sure.
Yep. Hey, what are you guys doing? You're supposed to be getting caught up.
Oh, but we are, Captain. The Falcon has introduced me to this wonderful slice of Americana.
The Golden Girls? Really? You stay out of this.
Yes, it would appear the moron and I have something in common. The Golden Girls.
All right. After this, so is History Channel. I gotta get to work. You stay out of the workshop. See you guys tonight. Time for the second box. Come on, let's do this, bro!
It seems like weeks since our last unboxing.
Yes.
Man.
I can't wait to see how many Hulk statues
And you're wearing
you
the
get.
same shirt
I know.
from the last video. What's up with that? You
It's
ever
the only
do your
one
laundry?
I own. I sold all my shirts to my comics.
when you sold your comics, you sold your clothes
I did.
too.
Yeah.
That down
part of
payment,
the
it's, what do you call that? Path to a key?
Yes,
So Patrick's
yes.
taking it to the nth degree. He's selling off his books and his clothing.
And my clothing.
And his walls to his house. There's
Yeah.
not much left here.
This is green screen. Oh.
Okay, where we left off.
More Spider-Man.
So
This is always a sad cover.
This is another economy order. This is part 2 of our economy order that was sent in probably 3 months ago, pre-Heroes Con. So again, just some nice high-grade books, and we have a couple of A titles here. Starting off with Spider-Man.
That's horrible. You know how sad that is.
Yeah, it's sadness.
And his broken neck girlfriend. That's awful.
So just nothing much to say about this guy. We've had a few of these in the past.
This might be nice. The bottom staple's got a little crink going on.
I'm thinking an 8.5. Let's start off right.
It might be a 9.
9! Might be, it definitely is. Okay.
Nice. See,
Let's
I'm
start
using
that
up all my
mighty
magic
stack.
juju, and then when my box comes back...
That's right. Every
Yeah.
time we have your
This
books
isn't right.
in these boxes,
You're using all that up now.
you get the gratuitous
I
great
get the
bumps.
half grade, yeah.
So-
You've got them all.
I benefit greatly from that.
Great shotgun. Poor Robin. Robin getting belly shot. Oh, that ad on his back. Those things were awesome. I wonder how many kids lost their eye because of this toy.
All of them. Oh yeah, this is the Hot Birds ad. Show that Hot Birds ad in the back.
This thing was so dangerous.
This is before the Christmas story.
Oh, it was awesome.
Kids were shooting their
It
eyes out.
basically was like a hard plane on a slingshot.
Yeah, that nose cone was a hard piece
Yeah.
of projectile plastic.
And it was you were supposed to shoot it on a wire, but I
And if
don't
you were
think anyone
cool,
did.
you launched it at your sibling's face.
Yes.
It became more of a dodge game than really trying to fly the planes. So, first appearance of Ra's al Ghul, very classic Neil Adams green cover. Not much wrong with this book. There was some foxing on the back of this book.
Yeah.
CGC doesn't like foxing that much, so I took a little bit off. It's
A
probably,
little bit going on in
yeah, the
this
foxing.
there, yeah.
It's probably nicer than that. I think it's a 7.0. I mean, I took a lot off because of the foxing.
Mike hit 7.5s.
7.5.
Never mind. So they didn't see the foxing. Clearly they did.
Well, if you grade the book like this,
Yeah.
hey, look, there's no foxing there. Wait, there it is.
Yeah. It's big.
Structurally, I would agree with the 9.0.
I would too, except for this back.
The foxing, though,
Yeah.
hey,
And foxing never stops.
true.
Once it
Well,
starts, it continues
mold.
till the book's gone. Although it should be slowed inside there.
Yeah, it's just a mold.
And
So
another one.
So this is another one here. Now this one should be more realistic as far as the grade goes.
It's brighter.
There's some noticeable, given that like owner look there. I think on the back of this book there was some like light water damage,
Pretty good crease.
or not water damage so much, just like some creasing and wrinkling.
More like probably about a 7.580.
No, I'm thinking it's a 6. Look at that back left edge. There's some staining. There's like little tears along the top edge.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Nice front cover, but just some weird.
This is right where I like to collect those 6070.
Yeah, so I think it's 6.0. Okay.
Boom, right on. Nice.
Grading's back on. Oh, yeah, we got 2 DC books. What are those doing in
I
there?
don't know.
Oh, we got another DC book.
Another fan favorite.
Yep, we're now in the
This
B's.
is where Batman really took a change when Neil Adams took over the cover. And
Yeah.
I mean, how long had it been since Joker had been in the book?
Well, I'm sure Anthony can answer that
Yeah, it was
question.
quite a while,
so
though.
early 40s. I'm not going to specify the actual date, but another, I think a lot of these Batman books I've seen with the foxing. This one has foxing in the back also, and a little bit of water staining in the top back cover.
Has about 1.5 inch crescent. You can see the tea staining there.
But you've got the money shot on the front.
You do.
Unaffected, it's a sharp-looking front cover.
Zingo.
Zingo. So I'm thinking a 6.0.
Because they crush you on watermarks. I would say 6.0 sounds sound.
Yep. 6.5.
Yep. So they didn't beat you up too bad.
Nope.
And again, nothing says school like a gun. Look at that. This kid's awesome. He's sitting in class reading a comic book, dreaming about getting a gun.
A little different connotation
Yes,
today.
yep.
So, how things have changed.
So, he's been known now on this show as the Succulent Man Bat.
The Succulent Man
Yes.
Bat. We have a Succulent Man Bat, and I think it actually states right there in the CGC
That he is
notes that
succulent?
it's the Succulent Man
He's got
Bat.
the Daisy
cover.
Dukes on. He's working those Daisy
Man Bat
Dukes.
does?
Yeah. Daisy
Nice.
Dukes he's working. All right. Nice
Not
color.
as sharp.
It's a weird color blue, I always thought.
Yeah, this isn't as sharp as the one we had in our last unboxing. That was a
I like
very
it.
nice 9.0. This one's a tick below that.
I'd say solid 8.
I think I had an 8.0 on that. Yeah, 8.0 is
Yep.
what I thought. It's in the middle.
Ooh,
8.5.
nice.
Is that white pages?
It does.
White pages.
And a white moon,
So A is Marvel, B is DC for Batman.
apparently.
So this one,
Hassan Chop. Remember that Bugs Bunny?
Bugs Bunny. Yep, was talking about that yesterday.
Hassan Chop.
So Open Sesame was the Bugs Bunny
Oh,
cartoon
yeah.
where he had the magic, well, not the magic lamp, but he went into the cave and found the magic Aladdin's lamp. Another fantastic Neil Adams. Boy, he really brought this book to the forefront when
He
he
did
the
whatever he
Batman
wanted.
Detective. Yeah. And you want to spend a fortune today, ask Neil for a recreation of these covers. Whew. So I'm thinking this is 7.5.
I think I need a
And 9.0. Wow.
devastation. Well, you know what?
Oof.
Huh? I only really see
Just
one,
that one little crease
spine
in
tick.
in the center of the spine.
Other
there.
than that, it's just minor wear.
That is a sweet,
Off-white pages. Look how beautiful that is.
sweet grade.
Nice. The DC stack is running away right now.
And to make things even sweeter still, so about a year ago we had a box scene, we unopened it, and normally I think I have roughly 2 books. It's been trending downwards, though I think we had 0 in the last unboxing, but usually I have 2 books that come back lower than I expected. We had, I think, 7, and it turned out, looking at the notes, there was some damage. That's just the printer's mark. There was some damage to 7 of the books, and it turned out, I think, because I sent in 50 in a box, there was some corner crushed damage. And this was one of them. This one came back as an 8. So kind of as an experiment, I cracked it out of the case. It was a previous CGC 8.0.
Survey says?
Survey says it's a 9.
Nice.
Yeah, so there was a
Vindication.
There was a crease in the lower corner down there, little impact damage, so I took that out. And we got a pair of 9s.
Nice. Pair of 9s. Green Lantern.
So speaking of a pair, a book you don't see very often. This used to be, speaking of in our last video, of hot key books back in the day. We had a number of books that used to be hot, things like X-Men number 94. This was one of them.
Yeah.
This was...
This one and Green Lantern, Green Arrow 76.
yeah, this one was one of those books that was really hot back in the day.
It's nice. Look at that.
So, sharp-looking copy.
Get Frank all wrapped up.
This is the first Golden Age appearance of the Green Lantern from Earth 2.
Silver Age appearance.
Silver Age
Of the
appearance
green-
of the Green
the
Lantern
golden-
from the Golden Age Green Lantern. So I
It's
think
a
it's
mouthful.
7.5.
I think it's an 8.0.
9.0.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a nice looking book.
Really good color. It's funny how they miscolored his boot.
And they just put, yeah.
Yeah. His boot's orange there. Anyway.
Okay.
Next.
So, talking about pairs,
This
Detective
boot is red.
411, and here's a pair of Green Lantern number 40.
That might have been on 92. He had a red boot on.
Yep. So this one actually was a CGC book. When I sent the other one in, I thought, what the hell? I've got two of these. One is in the case. I cracked it out.
This looks nicer.
I thought it had benefit from a little grade bump. It was a CGC 8.0. And of course, it's the variant red boot cover. By the way, that was actually a sun fade right there. If you look at that ink, it was actually faded. I think that was actually, you know what that was from? That was in a box, and that's where the handle was.
Yeah, so
and the sun must have shined right against that area. So this is CGC 8.0 CPR to a 9.
Nice.
Another pair of 9s. I see almost a full house there. We've got 4 9s in a row.
You do have a full house.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We got a one.
Well,
yeah.
4 of a kind. Full
4
house.
of a kind.
Yeah.
Times 5.
2 and 3. Yeah.
Okay. On to the G's.
Everyone's favorite Green Lantern, Guy Gardner.
Guy's a real a-hole.
This is pre-bowl cut though, so.
Yeah, it wasn't as cool back then. He like his bowl cut here.
I love the bowl cut.
Yeah. So first appearance of Guy Gardner.
It's kind of like real close to being a teabag, actually.
Oh, that's one of your teabag covers. You can Patrick has a fetish in the covers. So
Wonder Woman 176 is the best ever.
Yeah. So this I thought was an 8.0.
Boom!
8.5.
Nice.
White pages?
8.5 teabag. All right,
Off-white pages.
Off-white pages. Nice.
Very nice.
Take that.
Teabag cover.
Yes, it'll be known as. Yay, back to Marvel.
Marvel books.
Where I'm comfortable.
After that uncomfortable comment.
Yes.
So, a CPR book.
Oh, Gideon, I like your kimono.
New Mutants.
Looks like he just got out of the shower, doesn't he?
So, first,
Look at
of
that.
course.
Rad. Punisher ad in the back.
First appearance of Deadpool. He's got his bad bandana on and everything.
Yeah, this is where it all began.
This was
Pouches and
CBCS 9.6.
And it's a CPR.
Sort of. 9.6. So,
Nice.
we swapped the cases, kept the grade.
And increased your profit by 30%.
So speaking of swapping cases, here's the other 4 Shazam number 1s that I had in CBCS. Hoping to capitalize on the movie, missed it by a few months, I think. But
Missed it by that much.
So 9.4 CBCS.
Boom!
Got another 9.6, so it's 3
Got a
9.6s.
whole bunch of them. Off-white pages.
And fourth and final CPR'd Shazam number 1.
You do the breaths.
There you go. So,
Survey says.
4 out of 4.
Was he right?
9.6. Okay, a little small grade bump. Oh, okay, so everyone kind of sit down for a minute on this book.
Oh, this is a weird one. This is one you don't see often, but it's such a cool, pleasing cover because it's so simple.
It is. This is one of those books that you don't see very often, and when you do, you're like, why didn't I ever buy that book? And it's strangely appealing. It's kind of hypnotic.
Yeah.
Very simple logo, very simple design.
And I didn't feel the need to throw all kinds of lettering on there. It just kept it nice and clean. Look at that clean line, the body line going all the way up. It's just so cool. So well done.
And I have never ever see this thing on
Showcase 79, by the way, for those of you at home.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mike says a 9.0.
CGC 9.0.
I dare say, I think it's higher.
Yeah, let's hope so.
I think it's a 9.4.
That's the whole intent. I think it's a 9.0, 9.2 maybe, but it's 9.2.
Oh. It's
wow. So when's the last time you've seen a 9.2 copy of
I haven't.
the first appearance of Dolphin?
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful book. It looks older than it is.
Yeah. Okay, so this is for Dr. Von Chilla. Well, I'll go with the panties, but this book also. This is in memory of his...
I still don't think he sold it.
He hasn't?
I don't think so. I think he's gotten a lot of stupid offers.
Well, tell you what, if it's still for sale, I might actually pick it up because I'm selling these under copies that I've got. 2 copies here, mid-grade. 5.5 is where I think this one is at.
Yeah, this book is just, it's hard to get in the high grade. It's got the square bound, and you end up with those staple marks there and there because the staples are on the inside, they're not on the actual cover, so it makes it tough. Plus being a very dark cover. I think you're a solid 5.5, maybe a 6.
6.5.
6.5.
So 1 point bump.
Great. Really, there's not a whole lot wrong with it. Just it's the crinkling going on. It's such a cool cover, and you can only hope that this appears in one of the movies. Thor 4, Guardians. That would be great.
I might have gotten those backwards. Yeah, I think I got that backwards.
It's got some speckling on it.
Because this one has Foxy on the back. I think that's the 5.5 copy.
It's got like Kool-Aid on the back.
We'll see where we land with this one.
Hey, Kool-Aid. All right.
So I think this was the 5.5, but yeah, it was the 5.5. So
Beautiful.
half a point bump.
On both.
The other one was a 6.5. I called it a 6.5. So. This was a disappointment. I mentioned this in the last unboxing video. I bought a bunch of books one time at a show, and in my exuberance, I missed a few tough to see flaws. This one had a very light subscription crease down the center. So when I first saw it, I thought, wow, that is an 8.0. So this is the first appearance of...
I wish I could show it to you. Maybe you can see it if I tilt it. There you go.
First appearance of Animal Man.
You can kind of see it.
Strange Adventures 180. But yeah,
it's too bad because it's a really nice book.
I got home and I thought, at best, this is a 6.
Yeah. I think you're going to beat it up. I think you're going to give it a 5.5.
CGC is saying 6.5. Okay, so I'm seeing redemption there, but still,
I thought they were going to crush on this crease too.
Yeah, I definitely paid a little too much. The dangers of drunk buying. Drunk from so many purchases, like our drunk binging it. Charlotte Heroes. Couldn't.
You know it's too much when your back starts to hurt from carrying the weight of books.
Could not shovel the books into my bag fast enough.
Yeah.
There were so many good bargains and books to look at there. Like a
crack
fat, hungry kid
out
in a candy store. Yeah. So this is a
Number
this 53.
Is a tease.
This is a tease for our next unboxing. So, Tales of Suspense 53, second appearance of Black Widow with her special magnetic powers. Ooh.
It's pretty good. She can lift 2 tanks. I don't understand how that works.
I have no idea.
I understand. I can understand the Magna parts, but wouldn't her arms kind of fall off?
Yes, they would.
Okay, that's what I thought. Actually, her arms couldn't handle. No, anyway.
So I'm thinking it's a 7.0. There's a little chip out of the middle of the spine.
Yeah. Well, and that one staple looks a little punky.
Yeah, it is.
I think it's close.
A little dodgy.
Maybe a 7.0.
8.0.
Wow.
Yeah,
Anyway,
like that.
never mind.
Right on the edge.
They like the dodgy.
What do we know about grading anyways?
I don't know.
Not much.
I sure as hell wouldn't give that an 8.0.
Okay, we're going to do the challenge again. We have 5 books in this box.
How are you going to do that? I
and
did
your
so
challenge,
good last time.
pretty close. So a few months ago, we had a request for this themed box. We talked about theme boxes. And in this case, we have a stack of Tomb of Dracula. So whoever requested Tomb of Dracula theme box, well, I'm trying to fulfill that request.
Day.
So, like we did in the last video,
You want me to try to do these
I'm
ones?
going to give you these books, and I want you to arrange these from the lowest grade first to the highest. And let's see if you can get 5 out of 5 correct, starting with the lowest graded one. So you can just hand those to me when you think you've got the lowest grade.
Wait, this is what are the ranges? Or you're not going to tell me this time?
No, I'm not going to. Oh, the ranges? I put the tags in the back of the books. I think 6.0 was the lowest, up to a 7.
This is hard.
They're very tight.
Yeah, they're all real close.
They're very tight. I think I had a 6.0, a 6.5, a 6.5, and a 7 and 7.
That's the worst.
Okay, so this is the lowest graded one. Okay, no, I take it back. So the lowest I had was a 5.5. And I think it's 0.5 spread. So I have 0.5,
Yeah, this is
6,
impossible.
6.5.
I might have to break out my glasses. And you're in trouble.
And if you get them all right, there's a special surprise.
Oh, hold on.
That I'll show.
This might be the worst one. It's a really bad cover fold on it.
Okay.
It's about
take a look at this one.
3/4 of an inch.
But look at that back on that book.
Yeah. This one's rough. That's still the worst one. This is next.
Okay.
Then that one.
Okay. Yeah, I think my spread was from a 5.5 to a 7.
Huh?
The best being a 7.
It's close, these last two.
Clock is ticking.
I know, I wish I...
Be happy I didn't put 10 too much right. with 10s.
I'm going to go with that. I don't know. I'm not as confident about this spread.
And if you get them all right, there's a special surprise everyone can
bet.
partake in. and it's not a free book.
Drop that girl, Dracula.
Okay. So I'm thinking this is the lowest grade, 5.5, and Patrick does too. 6.5.
Oh, it's not looking good.
Oh, we're off at a higher grade.
I don't like where this is going.
I like where it's going. I'm actually pretty pleased. So this one, if I'm correct, is a 6.0. 6.5 so far, so good. You got 2 in a row, 6.5 and a 6.5. 2 out of 2. I'm thinking this is a 6.5. Patrick says 7.5. Oh, that jumped from a 6.5 to a 7.5. Okay.
Nowhere to go but down, right?
I'm thinking this is also a 7.0. 7.5, you tied that. Okay, so far, 4 out of 4, you're good, you're good. And this one I thought was a 7.5, the best of all.
It's an 8.0.
Boom! Yes! So you got 5 out of 5. That's pretty good. So you got 5 out of 5. So give me the top
And
few.
for those of you at home, it's 9 out of 10.
Give me the top 2 or 3 books there. I'll show you something. So all of these covers had this, and one of them didn't. And this was interesting. I've never seen this before. Okay, here it is. Look at the edge of Dracula's cape in all 3 of these. Now notice how that one in the very, I think it's the very, the back one? Notice how the edge is clipped off?
Yeah.
Except for
This one you can see
the
it fully.
very one in the back. So you can see the edge of the cape. And actually there's two edges. There's the top edge and there's a middle edge. But in all the issues I've ever seen, these 2 parts right here and right here are always clipped off. But I have one copy here where it's actually visible, and if you look, there's not really much of a spine miswrap on that one. So you're actually, all these years, I've been missing about a 1/4 inch of art on all those Dracula covers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can see his full cape. So this is the rare variant full cape cover. And I went back, I had a few more copies of this book. It's the only one I've ever seen where they show his full cape.
I hope they bring Blade back and he looks like this. I hope he talks like that too. It's like, I hope they make him look just like Slack Dynamite. Yeah.
Yeah, with those green goggles.
Crazy green goggles.
Okay.
He looks just like James Brown.
Enough fun with Tomb of Dracula.
Yeah.
On to the last 2 books.
X-Men.
We're off to the X's. Started with the A's, ended with the X's.
Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Speaking of Blade. So, first appearance of Brotherhood.
The poor Toad. Look at that guy.
What happened to Toad? Toad gets no respect.
Mature gay porn.
Oh boy. Where are they now? We don't want to know. So I'm thinking this was a 5.0.
Survey says
5.0.
right on. Nice.
Okay.
Very
Nice,
collectible.
solid,
Yep.
hard to find desirable book. And the last book
It's a
of
nice
the
5.0.
bunch.
I think people think when they think 5.0 book's garbage, and they don't realize 5.0s are pretty damn nice.
It depends what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
You know, it could be like just a small minor tear.
La, I'm going to get you.
Okay.
First Sentinel.
First Sentinel book, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, pretty clunky looking to where they went in the Days of Future Past movie, but
Yeah, I didn't like
you know,
that.
this was had to start somewhere. Good old classic Kirby design,
Pretty
nice
good.
red cover.
I like it.
So I'm thinking this is a 7.0.
I think it might be a 7.5.
I'm hoping. 7.0. Whoa! Oh, you know what? This is the first. I said before. I usually get roughly 2 per book or box. That's lower than I expect. This is our first in 2 boxes. So
It's kind of odd that crease is there.
yeah, there's actually it's a roller. There's a roller
it?
mark on
Yeah.
there.
Hmm.
Yep. So wow, it's not bad. First one out of 2 boxes that came in lower.
It
than
looks
expected.
much higher. Really clean. White pages
Yeah.
for a book from that old 1965.
This came from original owner collection. I actually have about 30 books from this that were beautiful. They still had the spines were still kind of bowed up where they hadn't been
So it's
pressed
plump
and
and
laid
slim.
in a stack. So I've got about 30 books coming up from this. This was the worst one.
Anyway, nice stack. You ended up being about equal. You got
It was a race. I think
Yeah.
DC came out 1 book ahead.
one book ahead.
Yeah. 12 Marvels and 13 DC books.
Beautiful thing.
Okay.
That's all we got for you tonight, right?
At least for this week. Yep.
Yes. So the next one is tracking Thursday next
Roughly
week?
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all have to wait till then.
Special
You won't
surprise
be
for
waiting
that one.
because I'm gonna slowly release these. But anyway, thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.
Hey Frank, what the hell is this?